Hola, 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 hola. Hola, hola, hola.
Não sabes.
¿Pero estoy en vivo? Stream en Facebook. No. Estoy en vivo transmitiendo, ok. Estamos en vivo transmitiendo. Perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. Estoy en vivo transmitiendo, ok. Bueno,
That you are successfully streaming from Wirecast to Facebook. So that is how you will automatically see any stream that's currently going live. See, there you go. So that would be the ambient live stream out of Facebook Live, and that's how you can find any broadcast with one single click. I want to show you guys how to stream to Facebook using the portrait mode or 9:16. This is a great way to stream to Facebook in a mode or a format that's perfect for phones and mobile viewing. Many people have done studies on the types of streams you can do to Facebook, and a lot of viewers prefer to view and interact from their phone and from mobile. So if this is important to you, or reaching a certain subsection of your Facebook audience in a mobile format, mobile-friendly format, is important to you, then this is a great way to do that from a powerful switching software like Wirecast. Let me show you guys how to do that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is change your canvas size in Wirecast to reflect this size. So first go to your canvas size. Make sure, of course, you're not streaming or recording or anything like that. Go to your canvas size and choose a vertical 9:16 size. So obviously this automatically squelched or scrunched my assets there. So what I want to do here is just come here and make sure that all this stuff is not necessarily restricted in that form. We're going to just go to reset position, and I'm going to come to the other one, and I'm going to reset for the swirling blue. Although I guess that one doesn't matter as much. It's more the Wirecast logo that I'm concerned about. I'm then going to scale it down, and I can actually do like a scale to fit if I want to. So that'll automatically pop in. Up to me sort of what size I want to do that, but I think that's fine. We're going to do that size. And then again, similarly, if you any stream to Facebook right out of Wirecast with just one click. So if you go, once you're streaming to Facebook, you actually go to the output settings, and you go down to Facebook Active Broadcast. Click that link. It will automatically launch a browser with a link to that stream, and you can verify that you are successfully streaming from Wirecast to Facebook. So that is how you will automatically see any stream that's currently going live. See, there you go. So that would be the ambient live stream out of Facebook Live, and that's how you can find any broadcast with one single click. I want to show you guys how to stream to Facebook using the portrait mode or 9:16. This is a great way to stream to Facebook in a mode or format that's perfect for phones and mobile viewing. Many people have done studies on the types of streams you can do to Facebook, and a lot of viewers prefer to So first we're going to talk about sponsored live streams. on Facebook. So in order to, what is a sponsored live stream? What do I mean when I say sponsored live stream? A sponsored live stream is when you have a post on Facebook that, let's just do a quick search here. Sponsored live stream, Facebook Live. So this is only available to verified pages with a blue check mark. So you must first have a page that is verified in order to do that. Then let's go back here. Add press espresso. You will notice when a Facebook ad occurs, or a sponsored ad occurs on Facebook, that it will have a little with tag. The way you do that is in your preferences. You'll see show number of viewers on Facebook, YouTube, etc. So this box just needs to be checked. Once that's comments or likes that you're getting. So the way you do that is in your preferences.
Carmen, ¿cómo lo hacen? Open document send.
Or exaggerating and contradicting himself at the end by saying, when you pull them apart, you're pulling them apart again, and you suggest that it's trying to force it back in before you pull them apart. It's just, somehow
Okay, está bien.
complete lack of curiosity and just a coldness to doing faith. But the announcement then, like truth of the main religion, both the Syria and the Iraq, also is a part of the
Facebook, YouTube, etc. Great live stream. Great live stream. And then we have a comment. So here you see my little like button appeared. So I've got one like, I've got one viewer, I've got one comment. Boom, we are just crushing it with this live stream. So this is a great way just to see if your stream is live, if people are engaging with it. It's just a quick way to keep a tally of what's going on in the background. It's not going to actually give you what's being said, with the exception of the likes and hearts and all that stuff actually. So if we change our like comment to say, angry, I hate this live stream, it's so bad. This should change our sort of thumbs up to maybe an unhappy face. Let's see if that does that in time. It takes a little moment to update. There it is. There's our angry guy. So it's a cool way to keep an eye on your sort of Facebook live streams and what's going on outlets. Welcome to episode 25 of Wirecast Live. I'm Andrew Haley, and I am your host. We are going to be focused on a tutorial for today, which is actually not a bad thing, because we haven't done one in a while. So I'm excited to jump in. Today, we're going to show you how to bring Skype calls into your Wirecast broadcast. So let's say you have a friend or a co-presenter or co-host or even just a topic expert that you want to bring in, and obviously you don't want to fly them all the way over to your home studio or garage or wherever you happen to be producing the content. You just want to bring them in live, remotely, via Skype or Zoom or some sort of video conferencing software, and bring them into your Wirecast broadcast seamlessly. talk with them and broadcast the whole thing out to your audience on Facebook Live or YouTube Live or something like that. So that's what we're going to cover today, and I think that's a popular topic, and with Wirecast 7 it's never been easier to do this. So why don't we dive right in. I'm going to show you step by step how you bring Skype or any video conferencing software, audio and video, into Wirecast so you can have a conversation with somebody remotely, capture it all, and then mix and broadcast it out to your audience. So let's check it out. I'm right here on my desktop. I'm actually going to, real quick tip for you guys who are doing tutorials. If you have a tutorial you want people to be able to see a little better, just jump into and you're on a Mac, you can do this, I believe, on Windows as well. Jump to your accessibility tab here and just change the cursor size so people can kind of follow along there. So I'm going to do that for you so you can easily see what I'm doing. Let's first show you how to do this. Now, the most important thing when doing this is order of operations. So you need to do certain things first before you then go and do other things. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to open Wirecast. Before I even call my Skype person or who I'm going to interview, obviously, they should be expecting your call and you have an interview set up, that sort of thing. When you hit continue, open a new document. I'm going to bring that, just a brand new document, into existence here, and we can even save it right now. We'll call it our Skype interview. Alright, I'm just going to save that on the desktop. Alright, so there's the brand new document. First thing you might want to do is have your camera, something like that you're going to be interacting with your Skype or guest caller on. So I'm going to bring in, just in this convenient blank layer here, I'm going to bring in a source for that. I'm just going to add it up here on my shot layers for this particular. Continue, open new document. I'm going to bring that, just a brand new document, into existence here, and we can even save it right now. We'll call it our Skype interview. Alright, I'm just going to save that on the desktop. Alright, so there's the brand new document. First thing you might want to do is have your camera, something like that you're going to be interacting with your Skype or guest caller on. So I'm going to bring in, just in this convenient blank layer here, I'm going to bring in a source for that. I'm just going to add it up here on my shot layers for this particular shot thumbnail. I'm going to add a capture device. I have my video camera connected through my video right there. I'm going to bring that in and make sure it's the right size, and then go over and just scale to fit if for some reason your camera or your device resets to the wrong resolution. Alright, so that's that, and I want to now take that into my live broadcast area. So this is my preview, this is my live, and I'm not actually going to bring in audio, but you could obviously bring in audio here as well. For this purpose, just the video is really all that we really care about at that moment. And the next step we're going to do is we're going to output this through our virtual camera output. So right up here in the output settings, output menu, we're going to go down to the virtual camera, and we're going to click the start button once we select the correct resolution. So I like the 720, I'm going to send that to Skype, and I'm going to start the virtual camera. Now you'll notice nothing really happens except that Wirecast starts reporting that it's working on, the computer's working to produce this output. And there's currently a virtual camera out in the computer's shared memory that other programs like Skype can now find and use. So the virtual camera becomes really useful because anything I do in Wirecast now gets output into the virtual computer, the virtual camera, and other applications like Skype can then bring it in. And you'll see what I mean now. That's why we do this first. We configure it and set up the virtual camera first, and now we can go open Skype and set up our Skype call. So I'll just open Skype here. And just make sure that they can hear the audio. So just in case you guys just want to make sure you're hearing the audio, you can hear the call and everything. So I want you to kind of walk through this with me. The next thing is in Skype, you're going to configure in your preferences, at least, you're going to set up your audio and video preferences right here. And this is where you'll see right under here, we can choose what camera we want to use. I prefer to use the Wirecast virtual camera because that way, anything I do in Wirecast, my Skype viewer or caller can see, so they know when they're on air. So anything the audience sees, will also be seen by the person I'm calling on Skype. They're the same. So my Wirecast output, whether it's my camera or the shot of the person I'm calling on Skype, or whether it's a two-shot where we're mixed together and we're in the same screen, all that will not only be streamed out to YouTube or Facebook Live, but it will also be going into Skype through my virtual camera connection. So that's one of the cool things about virtual camera. Then my caller knows exactly when they're on the air and when they're not. The only other way they would know that is if they watched the whole thing on YouTube or Facebook Live. The problem is they would be a little behind because those outputs tend to be a little bit behind by anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds. So it can be quite a delay. It's not the best confidence monitor. In other words, confidence monitor is just something that when you're a broadcaster, it's like a television or a monitor display that you set up to just make sure that you're seeing what the audience is seeing, so you make sure there's no mistakes. It gives you
Esa Joaquín Garza 54 @gmail.com. Joaquín Garza. Joaquín Garza 54 Yeah. Es Joaquín Garza 54
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for that, Appreciate it. So at last, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu failed once again to form a government, throwing the nation's politics in flux. So what happens next? I mean, we have another time to kind of ask that. Again, it could be a
Fuck.
So, how do you feel? You understand that once a time is more like 5 million percentage of the to extremely. There's also angry, actually really angry. But what's your business to understand what your customers feel and then do something about it? So the problem is what machines customers, it's a fantastic change the whole experience.
Arroba. You have
I'm often fascinated by what's next. And still going for my best, even though I live in a higher risk especially than anything, I'm caused by $100,000. But there's a better treatment of orphans. I love that too. Eloquence. Eloquence is proven to reduce drug risk better than morphine. Plus, has significantly less major bleeding than morphine. Eloquence is FDA approved and has both. What's next? You didn't even announce one. Don't stop doing Eloquence unless your doctor tells you to. And so it increases your risk of having a stroke. Eloquence can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eloquence if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking Eloquence, you may lose more
okay.
and it makes it more unusual for any bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Eloquence may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Eloquence, the number one cardiologist prescribed program. Ask your doctor if Eloquence is what's next for you.
If you use a CPAP system, then you know it leads to better sleep. But do you know that a dirty CPAP system could lead to sickness and infections? Introducing Sleeping. Everything you need to quickly and easily clean your CPAP supplies. It's free, including any size mask, and both heated and non-heated tubing. Just place your supplies in a filter bag, and with just one click, Sleeping does the rest. Using ozone instead of liquids or solvents to kill certain germs and bacteria that can lead to mold, sinus issues, and sickness. Unlike some other cleaning devices, Sleeping needs no adapters, is whisper plugging, and can be stored in a drawer or even your carry-on luggage to keep your accessories clean when you travel. Get Sleeping for you or someone you love with a 30-day money-back guarantee. For a limited time, get free shipping. Call 1-800-721-936. That's 1-800-721-936. Or go to lifesagood.com.
Está.
party failed to secure a majority in parliamentary elections. The so-called losing campaign, he had to overcome some very damaging scandals. He apologized after a photo of him wearing black hair and makeup from years ago. He also battled accusations that he had bullied his former attorney general. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is still struggling to hang on to power in the wake of a very close election. He's failed to form a government, opening the door for the rival Democrats to lead the country. So could Israel have its first new prime minister in more than a decade, or could the country be headed, if you even believe it, for yet another round of elections? Here's what it is. Take a look at these wild possibilities.
This was not the birthday celebration Benjamin Netanyahu wished for. The same day he turned 70, Netanyahu failed once again abandoning his quest in trying to form an Israeli government. He has secured control of the left-wing and religious parties, but lost his grip on Israeli politics. Now, for the first time in a decade, someone else will have a chance to form government and lead the country. This, as the federal indictments in ongoing corruption cases move over the longest-serving leader in Israel's history, he proclaims his innocence. Netanyahu blames his rival and his guns for his failure to form government. Así que todos los años, y la every effort in order to get that jobs is negotiating, every effort in order to establish a wide national government.
Aló, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
The time of state is over and it's now time for action, party secretary, who will elect is determined to hold a liberal community government led by Gus that the people of Israel voted for and elected him. Gus has 28 days to form government. Even he has no clear path to secure the legal majority in parliament. However, Israeli politics is perhaps too complex for its own good. Here's where the situation is stuck. God won't sit with Netanyahu while he's under criminal investigation, so that's not. Netanyahu won't sit in the government and he's not the prime minister, so that's not action either. And the defendant kingmaker here, if we're legal, who has the seat for both Netanyahu and God, he won't sit there and is not leading the government. That's not really an option at all. This democratic election mess has no clear exit. A third general election seems increasingly likely. Campaign messaging has already begun. Even that has no promise of breaking the impasse. Israel's political engine is stuck in 1 year, elections. Netanyahu did get one for a year or so, and yet that was another for President Donald Trump, which said that Israel will never put its allies.
Bueno, vamos a ver cómo está aquí el pinche pedo, pues.
Trump said that he listed many victories ahead. I would know you are great. That's significant because it appears there was a cooling off period between Trump and Netanyahu over the last 2 weeks, and Netanyahu was unable to secure a victory.
All right, great stuff. Excellent way out. It's really amazing to think we headed to another round of elections. So good to see you. Right now, the current top diplomat in Ukraine is behind closed doors on Capitol Hill. He's been filling in the gaps of some pretty damning text messages. Now, all of this is going to bring into play. So what ambassador will say coming in Congress? On his right, in Israel and not listening to the subject, Jimmy Waller, which caused Jimmy to be concerned on unfortunate situations. It is an issue, but an issue that this one supposed to have was a until it became clear, now all Jimmy needs to mean for the world is Jimmy. So Jimmy can spend less time waiting in line at the airport and more time for the ones that matter most. And more today, JimmyLee.com.
He's been affected me. Puta madre. Beh.
Confidence that everything's working correctly. So this is basically like setting up a little confidence monitor for your Skype caller, so they know what the heck's going on and what the audience is watching. Make sense? It's because you want to start with the virtual camera, then go into Skype, configure that. The reason is because I want to be able to set up my capture so you can kind of hear when we do call, my friend. So we're going to bring in my second shot here. We're going to make it a screen capture. So this is why, again, order of operations is important in this, because you want to start with the virtual camera, then go into Skype, configure that. Now it's time to come back into Wirecast, and again, you could do this, you could call next and then hear the configuration, but let's just do it this way so you can hear. I'm going to select window. I'm going to choose the window or application. In this case, I'm going to choose Skype, and I'm going to choose the Skype main window. Hit OK. And now we can see we've got a capture of Skype. I also want to capture the system audio. Now that will make sure that I can hear, that Wirecast can listen to the Skype conversation.
Ok, entonces aquí vamos a poner.
Into Wirecast, so that my Wirecast audience, Facebook or YouTube Live audience, can hear the Skype caller just like I can. So we're going to do that. I'm going to feed that out through the speakers here. Okay, so once everything's set up in Skype, you've got your audio and your video inputs, it's now time to call your friend. So actually, probably a better thing real quick is, before I even call, I'm just going to set up my capture so you can kind of hear when we do call, my friend. So we're going to bring in my second shot here. We're going to make it a screen capture. You might also listen on, say, your your headset or something like that. But for this case in point, I prefer to use the headphones, and there's a reason I want to do that. The reason is because I want to be able to capture my caller. And order of operations is important in this because you want to start with the virtual camera, then go into Skype, configure that. Now it's time to come back into Wirecast, and again, once everything's set up in Skype, you've got your audio and your video inputs, it's now time to call your friend. So, actually, probably a better thing real quick is, before I even call, I'm just going to set up my capture so you can kind of hear when we do call my friend. So we're going to bring in my second shot here. We're going to make it a screen capture.
Screen capture. Screen capture. Hola, hola.
Mira la gata.
Yo sé, hija.
No. Hey.
Ahí está. ¿Qué es?
So this is why, again, order of operations is important in this because you want to start with the virtual camera, then go into Skype, configure that. Now it's time to come back into Wirecast, and again, you could do this, you could call next and then hear the configuration, but let's just do it this way so you can hear. I'm going to select window. I'm going to choose the window or application. In this case, I'm going to choose Skype, and I'm going to choose the Skype main window. Hit OK. And now we can see we've got a capture of Skype. I also want to capture the system audio. Now that will make sure that I can hear, that Wirecast can listen to the Skype conversation or whoever's I'm calling.
¿Quién dijo que había venido
Let's do that.
Tina?
It should be good. We can even name this if you want.
Hombre.
Hit OK. And now we've got a capture of my Skype window in Wirecast, which is great. I'm even going to take this live, so you can listen there. The final piece here is you want to know where is your Wirecast audio going. So if there is audio, where is it going? Going to get played out. These monitors are where you would listen to the output. Now, historically, this is why you would have, say, a feedback loop, because what happens is if you also have your microphone listening, so if I have, say, my own audio in here, which I should bring in, so let's say we add the Yeti to this call, to this shot. We're going to bring in the Yeti microphone. So now, not only do I hear me, but if we bring this in, you guys would hear me twice. You're going to hear me here, you're also going to hear me through Wirecast. So that's causing a bit of an echo. The way that we want to avoid that is what's called the mix minus. We're actually going to take my voice out of this mix so that it won't be monitored. And we're just going to go, the way we do that is we click on the audio source, we click over to the audio tab, the properties, and we turn on or off the monitor. So if this is on, it looks like it's already off. So let's turn it on. If it's on, which it's not checking, not sure why it's not, there we go. Let's do that, there we go, a little slow. So now you're hearing me, now you're hearing an echo. You should be hearing it. Are you guys hearing that? Okay, they are hearing the echo. So that's what causes that loop. You want to turn this off, and that removes the echo. So let me, just taking a moment, this computer's struggling a little bit.
Aló. Bueno, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Because my mouse is so large, yeah. But it didn't have any problems before, it's just slow. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Okay, so if you turn off the monitor so you can see in the background here, give him a call. Hey Lucas, you there?
Andrew, I am. Can you see me?
I can see you. Can you see yourself?
I see myself. Nice.
That's awesome. All right. So that's basically would mean that you would be on air right now. So if you're seeing yourself or if you're seeing me, then that's how that works. So you're going to be on air. So just bear with me. I'm going to show the folks that are watching a couple other tips, Lucas, and thank you for your lovely assistance. And we will be taking this on. Your beard, should I say your beardy assistance?
If you'd like.
All right. So the next thing that we want to do is, because we're capturing the whole Skype window, obviously we don't want all that Skype interface. So let's make sure that Lucas we crop him down so we just get a nice full screen shot.
Okay.
So that's the first step. So we're going to come in here, we're going to select Lucas, the Skype screen capture shot, and we're just going to crop it down. Yeah, you got the idea, buddy. So we're going to crop it on the left there.
Okay.
We're going to crop it on the right a little bit. Actually, that one's pretty good. The top, we're going to come down a bit.
Screen capture.